Greetings, friends. It's an honor once again to welcome you back to Rick's Garage. What you see before you is my Cub Cadet snowblower. It's early spring here in the Northeast, and I don't think we'll be needing it anymore this season. So we're going to get ready to store it for the summer. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you may recall that last fall I posted a video. I had to take apart the carburetor and clean all the ethanol gel out of it. I'm going to try to avoid that this year. So the game plan is to rinse the machine out, all the grime from the winter, and then we're going to lubricate all the moving controls. I'm going to lift the back cover up enough so I can get at the fuel line. I'm going to drain all the ethanol fuel out of it. This is what I'm going to replace the ethanol fuel with. This is an engineered fuel. It's called True Fuel. It has no ethanol, and it's excellent for long-term storage of any piece of equipment that runs on 4 cycles. So it's quite pricey. I bought this at Home Depot. This gallon you see here cost $19. I'd like to run it all winter long with this stuff, but it's really cost prohibitive. The next best thing is to get all the ethanol fuel out of the machine, replace it with this, run it for a while, let it get worked through, and then store it with this stuff in it. Okay, friends, it took me a while. I just got the hose repaired. This, you know, it's nice when spring comes after a long, hard winter, but it seems every time you want to use something after the long winter, you have to repair it. And so I had to repair this hose, fix the leaks, and now we're ready to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and start rinsing out this chute area here. The auger, I guess you call it. So I'll be rinsing this for a while. So I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, I've got the machine in the garage. Now last fall, if you watched that video, you saw me use a little siphoning type pump to get as much fuel out as I possibly could. And that was a pain. What I want to do is drain all the fuel out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unloosen this cover and try to lift it up just enough to access the fuel line. The fuel line's right underneath this cover. So I'm going to access the fuel line and see if I can use the gravity and the fuel line to drain out all the fuel. Let's see how this goes. So first of all, I'm going to pull off the choke knob. Just pull it straight up. There we go. Pull out the key, and I'm going to remove the handle for the throttle. That was easy enough. Now there's a little hose or tube that goes to this pump. I'm going to try not to remove that. I just want to loosen it and flip it up enough so I can access that fuel line. Alright, I'm going to make quick work of this cover. These are 10mm bolts. So I'm going to use my little battery operated ratchet. I love this thing. This is made by Milwaukee. It works great. That's 2 out. There's another one right here. Now there's one in here you can't get the ratchet in, so I got to use a swivel wrench to get that one out. I'm going to use a little 10mm swivel wrench to get this one out over in here. There we go. Now I'm hoping to get this up just enough so I can access that fuel line. Oh yeah, no problem at all. All right, now that I've exposed the fuel line, I've got a special little crimping tool made by Craftsman, and I'm going to close off this fuel line because I don't want it to fuel to start flowing until I'm ready. And I'll get my throttle out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so now I got to get in there with a needle nose pliers and remove the clamp. Well, I guess I'll have to pull it off by hand. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Okay, I've got the hose inside a clean gas can. I'm going to take this gas and probably put it in one of my vehicles. It's perfectly good gas, it's just that it's got ethanol in it. So I'm going to release my, excuse me, I'm going to release my thing here and hopefully the gas will start to flow out, and it is. I'm going to take the cap off, that'll help it to flow out even faster. Okay friends, it finished draining as much as it's going to. So off camera I reconnected up the fuel line, and what I did, I took a clean rag and I stuffed it in there just to sop up any few drops that remain. And now I'm looking in there with my light and that tank is bone dry. So off camera I'm going to throw that cover back on. And I'm going to come back when that's done. We're going to lubricate the control surfaces. And we'll fill it up with the ethanol-free gas. We'll run it for about 15-20 minutes. And we'll call this thing ready to put away for the summer. Okay friends, I've got the machine back outside. I'm going to go ahead and lubricate some of these controls. Spray a little WD-40. I'm using WD-40. The manufacturer recommends lithium grease, but we've all made WD-40 our king. We all have it on hand, and I think it's great stuff, so that's what I'm going to use. So I'm just going to lubricate all these controls. I'm going to spray some along the chute control. Let me try that so I can access it. There we go. Spray some of that there. Spray it all along here. Get that working. Boy, that really needs it, I'll tell you. Trouble is with that, I never really move that. I leave that going straight up in the air. I don't know why anybody would want to have it aiming down, but all right, so I guess that's good enough. We're going to pour the new ethanol-free gas in, and we're going to run it for about 20 minutes or so, and then we'll put it away. I'd love to run this stuff all year round, but at 20 bucks a gallon really is not worth that. So we'll, I don't know, some states you can get ethanol-free gas, but here in Massachusetts we cannot. The only way you can buy it is in a big box store like Lowe's or Home Depot. And they sell it by the gallon. All right, it's in there. And that gas that I drained out of here, I'll put it in my truck. It's perfectly good gas. It has ethanol in it. So we're ready to try to start this thing up. So let's pump the thing. I don't know if we'll need choke or not where it's been running. We'll put it on choke and then we'll take it off choke once we get it started. Okay friends, as you can see, this thing is running pretty nicely. So evidently we did a pretty good job cleaning out that carburetor last fall. Now that we've got the ethanol free gas in it, we're going to let it run for about 20 minutes or so. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it away for the summer. I'm going to pull it out sometime in July and run it for a few minutes. And then I'm going to pull it out in September and run it for a while, get it good and warm, and change the oil. And then it'll be ready to use for next winter. So we'll let this run a few more minutes and then we'll put it away for the summer. So I want to thank you all for watching Rick's Garage. At the end of this, I'm going to post 2 videos to your left. One will be that video where I actually cleaned the carburetor on this machine. And the other will be something I hope you find of interest. To your right will be a picture of my trusty avatar in the form of my German Shepherd. Feel free to click on that if you wish to subscribe. So thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you all again very, very soon.